has asked Platster if he's going to be bringing out something spicy in top, and now I feel like he's obligated to do so.
Yeah.
So let's see what we
be?
get. What's spicy? There's many ways you can take spicy. Hecarim. Ooh, Hecarim top. That's something we haven't seen in a while.
He only plays Hecarim.
He only okay, right? Hecarim top.
They're probably going to ban Hecarim.
They're going to ban Hecarim top.
But I hope not, because I want to see Hecarim top. Because he's a jungler. So Platster's actually a jungler.
Okay.
But he's in top to give Shuri the jungle. Right?
Oh, right. Shuri's playing jungle. And then what? Yeah. Collat. So we're in lane order on your team.
Our team is lane order.
We're well organized.
Yes.
A well-oiled machine.
They are very organized.
Maybe too oily.
Or, I don't know. I wouldn't say too oily. A little bit oily.
Got that baby oil out.
There's that Poppy ban, though, taking that away from
there it is.
Old mate Smidge. Honestly, the ginger already... And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it out what's in my head. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and get real high and I straight to the top of my lungs. What's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I say, hey, what's going on? And fuck you, Jamesy. That's all I'm gonna say. You son of a bitch.
Incredible.
Why would you do that? In the middle of my tournament. Stop it. You're still a mod. But let's get back to the draft.
Kill that one. Oh, is James is the only person who can do it. Is that what I'm getting?
You can't see it. I've turned it off, NB. Now he's gonna hear music.
Okay.
Oh man.
I mean, I think
let's go to draft.
Unmodding is an option. So, all right. Do you want to run us through the picks and the bans and the stuff we're seeing?
Yes, I do.
And we'll pick up a rhythm from there.
Just unmodding Jamesy. Just straight up. All right, so
fucking
bands.
Get him.
So here are the bands, right? We've got a Poppy, Samira, Annie ban coming out. I love the Annie ban because it's actually a targeted ban. That is an Annie one trick. Then you got Silas, Oriana, and J4. Very strong bands, very strong in the meta. Oriana can control the lane, but now we're looking at picks coming in. We have Syndra, Renekton, and Nami. I know Caffeinated Cutie is a big Nami player, so I'm really expecting a big shine there too. General loves playing that Syndra. Renekton in the top lane could have been the spicy pick that Platster was talking about.
It's really not the spicy pick unless we see something other than the standard Gore Drinker build. There's the Envious of Me cosplay coming out with the Malzahar.
Full AP Renekton.
AP. Yeah, full AP. The Lizard Wizard, bring it back.
And then we got Diana, Tristana, and Malzahar being picked up on red side. That is Birdie's side. They have swapped sides, so we all rotate and we all play in one lane, one blue or red side at least once. Weapon. That's good for us to explain.
Very cool.
So we see the Diana. I like this. There could even be a Yasuo coming in at some point, just because I know Clint on that Diana loves the spicy Diana Yasuo plays. But we're seeing Leona ban out. I love that they're starting to target this bot lane. They really don't want to see Smidge or I can't remember who was actually the AD carry.
Me neither. That's fine. We can move on. There's Warwick. It's locked in.
Let's go for that.
So we get
Born male.
We get that one back. So that means that's not a Diana. That could mean that we have a Malzahar support Diana mid.
It's possible.
Your side is actually looking very sweaty right now. We've got like a real meta comp going on. We were calling for something spicy. We've gotten the Renekton, which is about as unspicy as we can get. That's white bread with seasoned with salt
and water.
And water. That's just really bad soup, actually.
Ooh.
And we're continuing the trend with Azaya Nami bot lane. Nami's a little bit out of meta, but Nocturne is about as meta as it can get. So, have you guys just been like? Now, I don't want to cast some aspersions on them. Have they been practicing?
Look, I can neither confirm nor deny that they've been practicing. When I said that they had their first practice game an hour ago, I was correct. Okay.
All right, we're just picking meta picks though, and there's a reason why meta picks work.
They haven't actually practiced at all. They're just playing champions that they know,
and they just happen to play meta stuff. That's cool. I dig that. Yeah. Meanwhile, on the other side, I don't know what is happening here. Top lane Diana.
Can I walk you through what I'm seeing from their team comp. Can I tell you what I'm seeing from Birdie's
Yeah,
side, right? So we
I
got
know
an
what you're saying.
Alistair Tristana, right? That's a bit of an interesting comp, right? If Alistair gets the good lockdown, Tristana can jump in with the rocket jump, get some really good plays. I feel like
Sure.
Tristana in this game is purely a tower taker. I don't think Tristana really wants to fight too much. It is the master tier bot lane, so I have a feeling they are going to be quite aggressive. But at the same time, yes, I think that is a Diana top. We could be expecting a tank Diana top with a little bit of sort of damage sprinkled in, maybe get a demonics. But I think that Malzahar is the key to this team, right? Like you got a little bit of lockdown, Alistair, Warwick, Diana. Malzahar is going to be your mad engage with a flash, laser beam to the face, and locking them down. But how do you counteract a Xayah and a Nami tidal wave?
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like, it's kind of bland on Captain Pike, Team Papa Pike.
Oh,
You're a captain now. You've been upgraded.
you calling me bland?
I'm calling you bland. No, I'm calling your team comp bland. This is I could watch this in any game from Worlds almost.
Maybe they all
Like,
watch Worlds.
yeah, maybe they all watch Worlds and they know which champions work in competitive.
Yeah.
Like I call this bland. It just works. Like there is just so much range here, so much disengage, so much engage with the Renekton coming in from a flank Nocturne, diving in, turning off the lights. So you can play at range and then you can exhaust your opponent, cut them down with a Nocturne. Like this is just so straightforward. The other thing I want to look at is Nami Xayah bot lane.
Oh.
This is an Alistair who doesn't get to play the video game.
No.
At no point. Unless he just hard engages and they find a really just spicy engage where they chop someone down early, he just dies by 1,000 cuts. So my concern on the red side is just where your setup for the Diana comes from, and then what happens after she lands the ultimate. Because if she doesn't one-shot people, then it's all kind of single target. You're locking down one person, the rest of the team is killing you. So if you're not massively ahead, then it can look a bit awkward. But we know that they can generate huge leads based off that last game, and maybe they just do it again. And they run this game over.
And it's funny, like we see James Elaine's just saying in chat, like, don't they just target like the Nami in this instant? I'm like, yes, you can, in theory, but look how much
Xayah kills you.
Xayah just gets free kills, and you can take out the support, but you got a whole stack of champions that are ready to jump on you at a moment's notice. The only one bar that is Syndra, and the range on that is ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. And the other scenario is like, say you're a Malzahar, you see an angle, you flash forward, press R, suddenly the lights are out and the entire enemy team is on your face because the rest of the team can't see you. So like a lot of execution to be desired on the red side. And if they can pull it off, then certainly like they can get massively ahead and this game becomes unplayable. But like it's definitely a difficult one if you fall behind. Because the other side is just, these are meta champions. They're reliable as hell.
Yeah. Big thing is with that Nocturne too, we're seeing Envy saying that the Nocturne ultimate actually gets rid of Malzahar's shield.
True.
So Paranoia out of nowhere says, oh, I can just go on Malzahar whenever I feel like it, no sweat. So I love this pick. I think Pike's team, I'm gonna do winky finger guns at that one. Team Pike looking really strong in this game, and they just get to play to the late game and they should take it home.
Yeah, I think so. Like, it's just so straightforward.
Yeah.
Want to see how they explode the game. I think a lot on the shoulders of the Warwick. He wasn't necessarily super active, and the build was a bit wonky with the full tank look.
The late game popped up, though.
Yeah, it definitely popped up. Like, got it done, was a tank. And the E gives you so much damage resist that you can understand why you would just want to build pretty tanky. But I really like when Warwick gets in a bit of early damage and then uses his W passive to just sprint around the map.
Weapon, we do need to quickly go to an intermission as we load into the game. We'll be right back. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, It is time for game number dos. We have Team Pike versus Team Birdie. Can the fish beat the bird? We're gonna have to find out. Usually the bird eats the fish, but it is a pike fish after all. They have been known to do some crazy things. Now, Weapon, game number 2. What are your thoughts?
I think we touched on all the thoughts we needed in the pre-game rather.
Let's
so
have some
we'll
fun
have to
with
see
it.
how the game
Yeah.
unfolds. But yeah, we're definitely gonna have some fun with it. We've got an Ignite Diana on the top side, so we talked about how we wanted to see this game blown wide open, and the aggressive summoner pick from Strife does kind of lend itself to that. I have to see if they can get up towards the top side, maybe get the Warwick rolling early. We saw the attempt, I think, in the last game at the early gank top side, but didn't quite pay off. It generated a bit of pressure, but didn't quite lead to what we were expecting. And yeah, if the Warwick can get stuff happening up there, then that is certainly going to be the angle. But man, like, there's just so much range.
This is why I love Syndra though as well, right? Like, look at that. That's 2 Qs landed
You
already.
just can't do anything.
You can't walk up.
And Envy's probably in chat right now screaming because this matchup is being played wrong in a million different ways. But like, it's a difficult matchup. I have to imagine, because you don't have that upfront trade potential like the Syndra, who just puts so much threat on you from such range, and when your spell shield isn't there, like Scatter the Weak into a Q, into your W, that's most of your health gone, and what your response is, you throw down a Q to silence and then E them and walk away. And you really are just playing for a bit of the mid to late game spike once you have that ultimate on for Malzahar, just in every single instance. It's also trail up on another champion that's much more facilitative than that hard carry roll.
Oh, like, what is going on?
There it is.
It's a summon airy though, so you don't have the kill pressure with that electrocute as the Syndra here. But at this point in the game, you're happy with poke. You want to just beat this Malzahar early in lane, have that prio, like what you're doing right now, because summon airy is on such a low cooldown. It makes it easy to stop this Malzahar from having any fun at all.
Yeah, and that's the strength of the Malzahar, right? It's that long-range wave clear where he just gets to sit back and not interact with you. Engaged by the Alistar.
Yeah, I'm going to let you talk through it. I'm going to say I'm not going to do any hectic casting. I feel like this is one of those games that's going to take maybe 10, 15 minutes for something really big to happen.
Yeah, it's cool. We get to do a podcast through this one, but to go back to the point, this is the strength of the Malzahar, right? It's that long range wave clear. You don't interact with your opponent. You dump your E and W, maybe Q, and then walk away and let the wave die, and you get all the rewards for it. But Syndra just shifts the dynamic of that matchup so heavily, where you are now forced to interact with your lane partner because they can interact with you from half a screen away. So you can see Trallop, he's getting beaten down under his tower. Now, Warwick has completed his full clear, and it has been a full clear up towards the top side, but that's not a lane you can gank in top, so I have to see if he does end up looking towards mid, maybe a stopover for Scuttle, because the Nocturne's actually slightly outpacing him here on that regard.
Nocturne actually has a really good clear, just because you're passive with every third order, you do get that extra little bit of AoE, so it's kind of nice. And look, there's a flash coming out of Stride.
Lockstar.
Oh, he's looking for that show reel going on into that YouTube channel.
Yeah, draws out the flash as well, and flashless against a Renekton Nocturne is definitely not where you want to be. The Diana hovering up towards the top side, but that's a lane that looks like it's been set up for a bit of a freeze.
But you can see it's actually coming back up again. No flash on Strife means prime target, but wards secured.
Yeah, that wave is going to slowly push back towards Strife, so small mercies. I think diving into that lane that wave to clear it out does mean that it is going to reset, and Lux is going to be able to have to push that one back out. But it's still a flashless Diana, 15 CS down. Has the ignite to try and turn back a fight, but Renekton's going to get stronger and stronger. As
the flash play first
blood! It is enough!
It is enough! Beautiful play. General coming in hot. This is the power of a fully balanced team.
Fully balanced champion as well, I have to say.
Classic.
She just does so much. Basically bad at nothing in this video game is Syndra.
Yeah.
And this Malzahar is just not able to play the video game.
Oh,
bleeding CS in
getting jumped on. Bubble, not there. Heal is coming out, but what is that? Rocket jump over into the back, and Smidge couldn't secure it.
Gimmick's just a little bit too overeager there, I think, jumping into the tower. Maybe predicting a flash if the flash had come out, or maybe the direction of the flash, because the flash had already come out. But maybe that was the idea, because if you proc that fully charged explosive, then maybe Lockster Ignite goes down. I think he's fine.
The last tick. The last tick. Wow.
All right. Yeah, last tick goes down. Going to pick up the kills, and a few minions denied to the tower, but Strife for that kill isn't going to be too well off, because Teleport's going to come in. Maybe I'll dive bot lane, maybe?
Sherry is here, but you can also see Trollop is also hovering. Is level 6. Has Teleport, but decides to back off. They could get Dragon Prior here, but I don't know where Razor's going. Sitting topside.
It's just a power farming Warwick angle. And it also looks like he's once again going for that wacky, but we didn't actually see. I didn't see what the item was that he ended up with.
Jack Show.
It was Jack. I guess that makes sense. We've seen it before. It's one of his recommended items in the client and all that sort of stuff. But Divine Sender is really good.
Yeah, especially into this team too. You want to be able to blow up this Nocturne. You want to be able to handle the Dominus that comes out on this Renekton. Even Nami being able to just chunk out all that healing that's going to come out too. It's so important to be able to do something with it.
Yeah, I guess you do get that secondary tank. The Alistair's going to be a tank on support income, so...
Ooh, Lockster? Just going in for trades. That shield, though, on Diana, is that actually a bit of a hidden top lane OP that we could be seeing? Like, Diana top is like that ranged top laner, but still can go tanky and is still super impactful in team fights?
The tank build's been nerfed a few times, so it just doesn't quite have the sting, and it's only the Kindle Gem in inventory, so we have yet to see if it is going to be a tank look from the Diana. If that's the case, this is a team that doesn't really have any AP damage at all. So I think Diana's kind of forced to go for AP, and I imagine that's probably going to be a proto belt.
Oh, actually, okay. Trades of ultis in the mid, but all the fairies just so close.
That's it. Q auto would have killed, but just wasn't able to step up for the auto. But still, wasn't enough.
Smidge flashes, rocket jump, knockback is there. Bubble does go sideways, but trying to stay alive. No ulti available. The stun does hit. So close, just taken off as Gimmicks picks it up.
And I completely missed the start of that one because I was thinking about the mid trade, but really nicely played by the bot side.
Oh, but you see,
as more fights.
Yeah, it's just everyone's fighting across the.
Everyone's just brawling, and some of these we just gotta talk through, and
look,
if we were Strife, he's dead here.
Lox is the dash. Dominus is popped, double dash, free kills.
Yeah,
but Dragon.
Yeah, Dragon traded on the bot side, and that's the dividends of the kill on the bot side. So, I would talk about how the Alistair and the Alistair and the Tristana were going to get outranged, but jumped on the Nami.
Oh damn! That's Hex Flash coming out. Exhaust was used, so that cooldown is now gone. But first Dragon going over to Birdie's team. Gold lead not really there. Both teams playing exceptionally well, even at the 9-minute mark.
Yeah, both teams just trading back and forth. There's been it's 2 kills on both sides, so the gold is going to different places on either side. And touching on this bot lane point, what I was going to make is that this was going to be a lane that was going to be extremely tough for the Alistair to play, but I do like the way that Smidge has played this one. Once again, just showing his class. Has just been super aggressive, always stepping up, always going for those combos, and once again...
Big tidal wave does come out. Call up, but there's a big Nocturne Paranoia coming straight in, going onto the wrong one, but nearsighted is there, but look, it's just too much as they do look to go on Gimmicks. They get the kill, Shuri able to lock that one down. They're looking to go onto Smidge. Bubble hits, and that's the trouble that we love to see in a double kill, heading over to Shuri.
And no flashes, goes both ways. Nocturne has the level 6, comes in. The play comes in from Smidge. He knows he needs to be aggressive in this matchup. No way. It's close.
Come on, Trollop. Come on, mate. Oh!
Surely. Oh, no!
The strike is in, but here comes Strife. They're looking for a fight. That's a good flash coming out. Oh! That is not a sharp razor if ever I've seen one.
Oh, no. All right. I think we walk away, surely.
Oh, no. Whatever. Strife Diana, ladies and gentlemen. Strife Diana.
Yep, there it is. Okay, gets the kill. Really nicely played. Burns the ignite. Doesn't have to burn the flash either. But it once again actually looks like through kind of understanding how they need to play this game, just in an overall sense. Birdie's team actually kind of getting it done. They know they need to be aggressive on the bot side. They've been able to get a couple of kills, which I think has kept them in a decent place in this game, even despite that kill going over with the Nocturne, who's now 2-0. And
Hex Flash is there. Rocket Jump over to the side. Good flash coming out from Colette, but just knocking them back, trying to survive. But yeah, that is going to be a big chunk. But forcing the wave there. Wait, the Alistair doesn't even have proper items. He's gone Moby Boots. Malzahar's here though. Trollop wants to play.
It's kooky. They can just clear this wave and look for another dive for sure.
You gotta be so careful as there's that big laser beam. No healing available. Trying to stay alive, but Trollop able to lock it down.
Switch has ulti. They can look for more.
They can go for the dive here. Calf trying to play safe. Nothing available. The lockdown. There goes the big bomber. But good, beautiful bomb as it does actually get the bubble. Look at the damage though. Almost got the trade. Oh my god. Oh, Razor is up here. Shiri's also here.
Oh no.
General wants to come in for this play. Good stun does come out. They're able to lock down this Warwick. Doggy say goodnight back to the kennel. And Strife now has to run away. I bought Strife that skin, by the way, guys. Because I'm a good guy.
And he deserves it. Played well. He's playing well. But unfortunately, it's not going to be enough because Renekton has a 30 CS lead and you've got a Nocturne who's actually kind of getting huge now that he's hitting his stride, got the level 6 online.
Yeah.
Going to dump this Herald up and towards the top side, so he's going to get stronger and stronger.
Getting the paranoia. Flash does get forced out, but they're looking for this tower. They could look to take top here and open up and give Renekton some breathing room.
Yeah, that's going to be big for controlling the pace in the side lanes. And
oh
no.
No, back out. Good call.
They're fine. Yeah, and what I was going to say is I don't know how much... You've got a lead on the Tristana for sure. It's about 500 gold to the good, but it's a question of whether that's enough compared to what is happening in the mid lane and the top lane.
Yeah.
Because yes, you've had a couple of decent plays by Strife, he's found some kills, but your mid lane is a disaster, and Renekton is huge. Smooth looking.
Exhaust goes down, wasn't enough, but wants to try and turn it. The one final auto attack does hit and wasn't enough, could be taken out. There's the taunt, trying to give that over. No flash available, but hand and kills.
And that's just rough for Trollop, because once again, he gives over the kill in a 3v1. Should never have happened, but steps up trying to find some more damage. And the rest of the team is able to clean it up, but wasn't enough is getting huge. And he has a massive advantage in this matchup. 1k gold, has his mythic online, and actually also has his pen boots compared to Trollop, who's moving things around, trying to figure out what he can put together, is going to get the pen boots himself, but it's just not going to be the same level of power. And that mid lane is just starting to run away from them. And that's the one point of light for Team Pyke.
Yep.
Is just how massive this Syndra is alongside the Renekton. Lockster, he's going to be able to keep pressure on the top side, but you see on the bot side, they have full control over bot, and that means dragons, and that means stacking up towards Soul.
Yeah, and the second dragon is going to go down. Look, they're all just here. Strife has foregone the top lane. Like, Lockster should be 100% just shoving this one out. No flash available. Good flash goes down. Smidge wants to get that knockback. There's the laser. Wait, what was that interaction? It was the beautiful knockback mid-laser? What just happened?
He buffered the E to hit just as oh god, what's the Malzahar ultimate called? Nethergrasp?
Nethergrasp. Oh, but Paranoia's coming in. You got no Nethergrasp available. Does get the taunt off, but you got to get one knockback. Is going to be enough as Trollop is there. Good flash over the side, but you are tanking a couple tower shots. Smidge always there to back up his team.
Yeah, really nicely played by Smidge there. Is in position to dissuade the dive. That would have been definitely a kill if he hadn't showed up in time. But so Shuri going to have the ultimate burn for now. Slink back into the jungle, and look at this vision control on the bot side. Strife is going to find the jungler here.
And you can just go straight into it, but the spell shield was perfect. You see it actually cancelled out the big combo, actually taking it away as Warwick does decide to lock down Lockster up top. You're 2 levels down. There is a cow up there, but we are aware that crocodiles do eat cows. But you are seeing it as well. Trollop is here, but sadly crocodiles can't kill void people. But the Dominus has been popped, starting to walk away, trying to get a little bit more damage off. As they're chasing him down, you do have the dashes available, trying to go back in, dashing onto the cow. But no, there's the healing is so big. One more hit would have actually done it. You can look to get the kill. The flash is there, but it's not enough as Trollop secures the kill.
So close to securing the kill on Smidge. Would have been the best he could have hoped for in that situation, but he does go down. So one of those strong members is taken out of the equation on Team Pyke, and it's just grouping around the map. you've got these tanky members, and they're just making their presence felt with the Malzahar and the Warwick just running around,
Ooh.
making it happen.
Oh, flash coming out from gimmicks.
Ugh.
Wasn't enough. Is in there. Paranoia has gone down, but no vision. No vision.
They're just about to walk over a ward, but it's a bit too late. They're just going to decide it's not worth it. Meanwhile, that topside play has netted them some pressure on the tower. Not going to be the whole thing. So Trollope is just going to be able to send some waves in there and walk away. And
oh, but look, just caught out in the jungle. Wards everywhere, trying to stay alive. But no, Strife does lock that one down.
Cool. So Jimbo.
Yeah, man.
I love these games. I love how goofy they get, right?
Yeah.
And they are goofy. We're 7 kills to 8. It's just kind of random kills happening.
Yeah.
If Pyrian and Warp are in the chat right now, I actually don't have the chat open, so maybe you can confirm that they're vibing with me on this.
I don't know.
But as a color caster, these are the games that are actually like the hardest to call.
Yeah.
Because the game doesn't look anything like the games we normally cast.
No.
Stuff just kind of happens.
Yeah.
And like, as a result, I feel like I've just been kind of co-play-by-playing, and I'm actually here for it.
Mate, this is the thing, right? This is you consider this like the practice. This is why we should be doing this more. Like, we need the practice, right? We're here just to experience a game at its rawest form. With
This is very raw.
It's just anything goes. We don't know where things are gonna happen. They just happen. So it's like it keeps you on your toes. Because when you get to pro play, it's always the same shit. They're like, oh, dragon's gonna spawn in a minute, so they're gonna go get vision, and then they're gonna go do this. This game, you don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, and it's just like it's always the same formula.
You're gonna retake on your timer, and in this game, in this level, timers don't really exist. And you've got double Jack Show topside with your only AP source being a Malzahar. And somehow it's like not working.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like that's the whole thing, right? It's like you're trying to react with Abness. They go for a big fight. Tidal Wave does hits 3 members. Big Trouble Bubble is actually bonkers as they do not get it. Lox is able to lock down Smidge, and they're turning this fight. As you can see, the near side it is there. Gibbous gets taken out too. This is a huge play. Trollop gets taken out. The Dominus from this crocodile is saying, I love leather bags, but I am not one of them.
And that is an absolute wipe for Team Pi, because they just body their way into the pit.
Oh.
You see why these champions work. Scatter the weak lands. Is that going to be a kill? They get walked down.
They want to go for it as Lox is in there. The flash comes
Monster.
out. Strife, but it gets pulled back in. No Dominus available. Tanking the tower.
No.
Featherstorm is there. The flash forward gets the stun, gets the kill. It wasn't enough. Locks it down.
And it was enough once again. And we called it a bland comp. And it kind of is, but you can see right there why it works. It's front to back with a Renekton. You've got damage, you've got DPS, like, everything is there for you. And the reason that this composition has been working wasn't enough, maybe looking for a bit more. And he's not going to find it, going to back away, not enough damage. And that's the point I was going to make, Pike, is that the reason this composition from the red side feels like it's been working is it has been these isolated skirmishes where Malzahar's been able to lock someone down, and then it doesn't matter if you've got 2 tanks wailing on someone. They get enough damage eventually. Now, it's a bit of an awkward situation. Resets are going to come in.
TP coming down.
It's available.
Rift Herald actually put up topside, but Trollop coming down into this fight. That's the engage. As you see the Paranoia comes in, trying to get the bubbles up, as they are trying to get a little bit more. The Tidal Wave was actually perfect. Red team able to take the dragon, but they're going to lose their lives for it, as there is Lockster coming in. Dominus is there, but they do able to lock down the Paranoia. But can they get any more off as Strife wants to come in for this fight? Smidge is there getting good knockups. Caffeinated Cutie could be caught out, but you got a Crocodile doing all of this damage. The Gore Drink is there. Dashes, slashes. The man is on fire and wants blood, and Strife is trying to go for it, but now you're on the wrong side of the river wall. You have to be careful. Lockster getting that boost, but what a fight, and the dragon was secured. Soul point for Birdie.
And it's just a chaotic fight. And I think the key thing there is that Trollope does find Colat, who doesn't have the ultimate quite up and available. It doesn't have anything to get rid of that Malzahar ultimate. So when the angle is found onto that 80 carry, that's so much of your damage cut down. You can see Lockster in that fight, 6-2-3 on this Renekton. He tries his absolute darndest and almost looks like he's about to 1v5 it, but isn't quite able to get it done and doesn't quite have the range or the mobility to get onto all the targets he wants to. So many people just limping away. And Colat really, really needs to get a Mercurial Scimitar, or at least a QSS, to try and function in the next fight, because it feels like he is the key target every single time. And you can see that the difference that it made. As soon as Trollope was able to lock him down, they were able to secure the kill, and eventually it wasn't instant, but he provides so much DPS that he really does need to be able to be either cognizant of that Malzahar ultimate or have a way to deal with it right away.
They're starting a 20-minute
Baron
Baron.
just started.
Can they do it? You got a Malzahar with enough burn damage, like you got two tanks, 3 tanks now. It's 5 members. They're doing it slow though. It's going down slow. They're starting to walk into position. They could get spotted out on wards. They do know they're on it. Paranoia is not
Could be a steal.
up. Actually, it is up. They're looking for it. Paranoia does get dropped. Goes straight in. The smite was there. It's the steal of a lifetime. Huge Shuri play. He loses his life stripe. Able to clear that up. But 3 members now with Baron. And they're taking towers bot and mid.
And look at the deploy from the carry members. They just go straight to the mid lane call out, works on the mid lane tower, gets priority there, and then wasn't enough, knows that if the steal comes in, everything's great, and they get pressure on the bot side. So it was a bit awkward at the start when they didn't look like they knew what was happening on Team Pyke, but really well navigated. They just trusted in the Shuri, he delivers, and now they walk away with Baron buff at the cost of just your jungler's ultimate. That's it.
And that's a
Maybe
trade you'll take. As you can see, they are trying to chase down General. They do lock him down. The jump is there. Good knock-up does go as well. Trying to get that double stun. Does hit one. TP is here. The Dominus is available. It's a bit of a wild one. Still activates. It's a 3v1. No, it's a 3v3. They're going forward. The Dominus is popped. Smidge in this fight. The bubble does miss, but they're able to lock down the cow. It's steaks for dinner tonight, and they're looking for dog meat, but we're not looking for too much as they are chasing down the flash forward. The stun's just not there. Here comes Trollop as well. Could get the stun off. The Nethergrass is available. But look at Platster go. He wants blood. He's hungry for it. He's Australian, I think.
Is he? I'm pretty
sure he is.
Australian.
New South Wales.
I've been in a voice call with that man.
But we love it. What a play. Big play.
Big Crocster. Unfortunately, wasn't able to quite find it with the flash, but you can see how much of a threat this Renekton is generating. Really good collapse with the teleport. Wasn't able to be shut down by Strife on the top side, but he's going to claim himself a collapse.
Oh, but that's a big Paranoia. The big tidal wave as well. They're looking to go into Trollop. Exhaust is there. The flash comes out. They're chasing him down. Big I forgot what it's called, but that is what it is. And that's a double kill going over to Collat. They're starting to turn this game around. That is a solid 5k gold lead for Team Pyke.
Yeah, and all they trade for it on the top side is that bounty gold, but they're just taking control of the map now. They've basically scaled. It's this composition. It's so meta. It gets better as the game goes on. More and more items come in for the Xayah. You would love to see that Mercurial Scimitar come in at some point, at least the QSS, but she just gets better and better, and as those quick blades come in, so much more reliable self-heal, so much damage, and the Renekton is online. Here's your front line, so you've got your item spikes online, you are in the place you want to be, and now you just have to contest this next dragon. 35 seconds, both sides deploying, and no vision to speak of that's really going to be effective for getting control of that dragon besides that one ward over the wall for the red side. So they'll be able to spot the approach, but there's a lot of time to set up, a lot of time to retake and see where they go with this and where they drop their wards, because vision going to be very critical in this next few moments on this next fight.
Absolutely, they are spotting out these wards now. They're just securing good vision. But look, Diana's not here. Strife is in that topside backing, so wanting to join this fight, but could be a little bit too late. But so is General. Not there, Smidge. Looking to go into Collat. That could be caught out. Featherstorm is available. It does go down. No flash, though. Good Rand actually hits straight onto the backline, but a good knock over the wall. Wait, the jump? What just happened? Their main damage is gone. It's just absolutely obliterated. The Nethergrass does hit. It's going for a little bit more, but can they get the lockdown? What we should do is Shuri's still alive. But whoa, look at the damage. The tidal wave's there. Look at Lockster go into the backline. Clint Strife could be caught out, has to dash into the Lockster. The Crocodile wants a bit more blood, but now the Moo Cow is saying, I will hold on. But this team is relentless.
That was so illegal by Collat. He just walked into 3 people and then just got away with it. With the flash and the featherfall, was able to just peel for himself just enough. And I'm going to say the quick blades helped, but really that was just dumb luck. I don't know how. We need replays, because that...
Oh, I wish.
That should have been a dead Xayah every day of the week.
Next one.
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna. Well, what I'm gonna do.
Back.
Next one I'm gonna do for the next tournament. I'm gonna have proper drafting where it does like all the actual drafting and stuff. I have the software. Yeah. I know how to do it.
You got that API?
Yeah, I've got it all. I just gotta remember how to do it. I've just forgotten.
Yeah, and most importantly, going back to the game,
Yeah.
you've stopped the Ocean Soul from coming in. So
Yes.
those extended fights with those members building up tanky items, and good God, wasn't enough does a lot.
It's only a Ludens and a Zonias.
It's only a Ludens. He'll have Shadow Flame in base, surely, right? He's about 200 gold off, I think.
Yeah,
so
a little bit.
Really, really close. And right now, you're just putting down pressure. I think that this game does not end here. You maybe get that final outer if you want to commit some resources up to there, but this is just staving off some pressure because the game gets arguably easier. Syndra gets more stacks, Xayah gets more items, so you're not really in any situation where you need to push the pace. I keep holding my breath because Strife is
sitting off to the side, and you can see a big engage going in. Paranoia is just there, and Trollop is just dead. Huge tidal wave actually hits 2 members. Strife trying to hold on, but she just can't do it. This team, the healing as well. We talked about the Nami pick. Nami pick's actually coming in clutch. These heals are incredible.
Yeah, and it's so burst oriented from the red side as well. When the Diana doesn't one-shot people, the Nami is there to heal. You just grind out the fight. You've got a Renekton with a Gore Drinker as well if he's in the fights, and you also got a red buff sitting on a Colat. So between that and the Featherstorm, he hasn't even needed that Mercurial Scimitar because Trollop just hasn't been able to find the angle. They've been proactive pulling the trigger.
And look at this. They're going for even more Smidge, trying to do something. But when a cow is just old and useless, what do you do with it? You just try and cut it for meat.
Yeah.
I was trying to do a horse analogy and be like, you send it to the glue factory, but that doesn't work for a cow.
Send him to pasture.
Oh, yeah. Sent to the other farm.
Yeah.
Greener meadows.
Yeah.
Head to the next game.
Retirement. I'm not a farmer.
Yeah, neither am I. It stops producing milk?
Don't you live in the state where they like worship farmers or something?
I live in a state that I'm pretty sure everyone in the city doesn't like the farmers because they won't give us daylight savings, so we can't be like everyone else.
Yeah, definitely in the city, but I think the rest of your state, farmers are like minor celebrities.
Yeah, mate, it's basically farmer wants a wife, but everyone,
but like all the time.
Yeah, it's every day. They just say, "Can I have a wife?" and they get brought several women at a time. And it's like, it's again, we're going to go back to the 300 Spartans.
It's a weird place.
They just give them all sorts of like women, virgin women. It's just what happens, man. It's just Queensland. We're crazy.
Yeah. It's a weird place.
Well, let's get back to the game as we keep going off topic for really weird shit. They got the Baron. We're sitting at an 11k gold lead. Yeah,
and the comp has just come online. Frontline's available. Nocturne has built up enough tankiness that he can survive basically any dive. And the Syndra and Xayah commit so much damage in these fights that that single target you dive on basically dies, and then you've still got enough gas in the tank to fight through with the Navori with the shorter cooldowns, and Syndra just throwing out so much consistent damage, and it just means that you've got so much control. So now falling into a 2-lane setup, you're sacrificing that bot lane, and that's fine because as we've seen multiple times in this game, Strife doesn't have teleport. Yeah. So many fights have started without him being able to even have a save. But Smidge on the flank.
Yeah, Smidge wants to be there.
Hits the ground out of frustration.
I'm not happy about that. I didn't get to do anything.
Showing it's a display of aggression and intimidation.
Yeah. As first inhib is down, but they are going to go on to general. Could be caught out. Paranoia does go straight into the backline. Flash, rocket jump is there. Nether Grasp just doesn't hit because you got a spell shield, and that is what is so fantastic about Shuri's Nocturne pick.
You just have so much agency on the side of Team Pike. Yep.
And the Baron buff is still going. They're looking to siege this down. They could look to end this game right